and my family. My heart goes out to you. We've had, since I've been here, we've had 4 officer-involved shootings. This is the 4th. The first one was in 2016 at Manchester and Eucalyptus. And the last gentleman, who I assume was an attorney, he jumped up and he said about how cameras are the reason that we paid. And let me tell you why we paid. We investigated it. The officers were wrong in the chief's opinion. We fired everybody involved. We paid the money because the money needed to be paid. That was the only justice that could be given to the family at that time. The other shootings have had a similarity. They all involve people who suffer from mental illness. I have people in my own family who suffer from mental illness. Nobody wants to see a loved one, no matter what their mental condition, they don't want to see them killed. And we get that. But here's one thing that we don't do, and I'm sure Councilwoman Gray will think it over. We don't sign on to what attorneys say, get up and say. Cameras don't make the difference as to whether or not someone loses their life. They may provide evidence one way or the other as to, so that a jury can make a decision. Just another piece of evidence. But what we would prefer to do is train our officers to have, I'm gonna say that. Other agencies have cameras and bad shootings continue to occur. With us, it's significant that out of the last 4 shootings, there's only one where we felt the need to fire officers. And this is what we're committed to. I spent 37 years in law enforcement. I headed 3 police departments. If anything was done wrong, this chief has no problem with saying it was wrong, okay? But the main thing is, you lost a loved one. And all this second guessing doesn't do any good because it never brings the person back. And so here's what I can promise you. I can promise you there'll be a thorough investigation. Having a camera doesn't bring anybody back. Having a camera doesn't mean that one department is better than another. What's the right thing to do is that you don't use force that's not necessary. And it's significant in this case that there were members of the family that were involved in the police being there, but we need to know all the facts. And so it's premature to talk about what ultimate right and wrong is. We do know what's wrong. What is wrong is that you have a loved one, you have a son that will never come home again. And we care about that.